You'll probably notice some extra law enforcement out on the road starting tomorrow. A nationwide campaign is kicking off to help stall drunk driving. Northern News Now's Kyrie Johnson spoke with local law enforcement who share what you can expect and choices you can make to save lives.
The Wisconsin State Patrol is putting an emphasis on safe and responsible driving as we near the Labor Day holiday. They expect to make more traffic stops and arrests during this time. There were more than 7,000 crashes involving alcohol or drug impairment in Wisconsin last year. And the State Patrol reports nearly half of all traffic fatalities involved either drugs or alcohol. Sergeant Sean Berkowitz with the Wisconsin State Patrol says this campaign is about more than responding to crashes.
The whole reason why we announced the campaign is to hopefully prevent such things from happening. So law enforcement stepped up to that time, and that's our mission.
A mission that truly is a year-round challenge.
Statistics are about every 2 hours in Wisconsin, someone is injured or killed in an OWI-related crash. Last year, there was just shy of 6,000 alcohol-related crash, and it killed 159 individuals.
The community can expect extra patrols on the road during this campaign, especially on Fridays, Saturdays, and the Labor Day holiday. And the sergeant suggests you should set up sober designated drivers to avoid expensive consequences.
Generally speaking, OWI convictions can cost around $10,000 per individual if they get arrested for driving while under the influence.
Sergeant Berkowitz says while the campaign is just for a short period of time, it is always the department's primary focus to prevent impaired driving.
One death is too much, and we do everything that we can, and this is part of it, to try to prevent those injuries and fatalities from occurring.
The campaign runs from Friday to September 1st. In Superior, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.
In all, there were more than 18,000 OWI convictions in Wisconsin alone last year, and drivers can also expect more law enforcement on the roads in Minnesota and Michigan.